Diesel set to rise above Rs 200. Government will either raise price by 60 rupees and 54 paise or enhance subsidy to maintain rate.
The price of diesel is set to cross 200 rupees per liter for the first time in history on the back of soaring crude oil price in the global market and sharp depreciation of the rupee against the US dollar. In the second fortnight of current month starting April 16, the newly formed government would be required to either jump up the price of diesel by 60 rupees and 54 paise per liter or enhance subsidy to maintain the existing price, officials said. If the leadership choose to increase the price, the per liter diesel cost will jump to 204 rupees and 69 paise. Earlier, former Prime Minister Imran Khan announced a reduction 10 rupees per liter in petrol and diesel prices and a price freeze till the announcement of budget for 2022-23. Sources pointed out that the new government would be in a critical situation and might choose not to increase price in a bid to win over public support. Officials said that the previous Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf (PTI) government had maintained petroleum prices since mid-March, which pushed up the subsidy bill for petroleum products by 30 billion rupees for the first fortnight of April. However, the decision of keeping oil prices unchanged had no legal cover as it had been officially approved. If the current government decides to continue the policy, then it will be forced to give another 30 billion rupees in subsidy from April 16, 2022 to April 30, 2022. Overall, it will have to bear a burden of 60 billion rupees for keeping oil prices unchanged. Officials said that the rupee depreciation against the US dollar has also had an impact, which resulted in an increase in petroleum prices by 5 rupees and 54 paise per liter, or 3.03%. The average dollar value jumped from 182 rupees and 15 paise to 188 rupees and 15 paise in the past few days. High-speed diesel, HSD, is mainly used in transport and agriculture sectors. At present, the sowing season is underway, therefore, the fuel consumption will be higher, which will place an additional burden of subsidy of price differential claims, PDC, on the government. On the other hand, the government will have to either hike the petrol price by 241 rupees per liter of give subsidy to keep it unchanged for the next fortnight. Petrol is used in motorbikes and cars across the country. Compressed natural gas, CNG, stations in Punjab have already switched over to expensive imported gas. Therefore, consumers in the province will face a major crisis if the petrol price goes up. The government will have to give a subsidy of 38 rupees and 41 paise per liter on kerosene oil and 39 rupees and 56 paise per liter on light diesel oil. Kerosene oil is used in remote areas where LPG is not available. The largest consumer of kerosene oil is Pakistan Army in northern parts of the country. Light diesel oil is used in the industry. Circular debt in the oil and gas sectors is worsening, and with the accumulation subsidy and PDC, the debt will increase further in the coming days. The Petroleum Division sent a summary to the Economic Coordination Committee, ECC, on April 1, 2022, seeking allocation of an additional 55 billion rupees through a supplementary grant for disbursement of PDC to refineries and oil marketing companies for April 2022. The matter has not yet been considered by the ECC. Now, the new government will have to take up the matter. It will either have to pay subsidy or increase prices of petroleum producers. International energy markets remain volatile as premiums on motor spirit, petrol, and high-speed diesel stay high. With this, the liquidity position of oil marketing companies and refineries has come under stress. Subsidized prices of petroleum products add to this stress because full cost recovery is made only when PDC is processed after a lag of almost 1 month. If energy markets remain in the present situation, the estimated amount of PDC for 16th of April to June 30, 2022 will be 136 billion rupees. This is in addition to the already allocated amount of 31.73 billion rupees for March 2022 and yet to be allocated amount of 26.47 billion rupees for the first fortnight of April.